Looks like the snow has finally stopped after about 5 inches. This is back to an extemporaneous kind of, I don't know, I don't like so many categories of, it's just an editorial extemporaneous piece. This is why I left AA and how I've learned that I don't have the true alcoholic gene. None of my siblings, none of my father, mother, no grandparents. So how I got into it was painkillers. Level 6 pain every day, all the time, from wake up to dawn. And I finally convinced after about 4 times this PA, that's about all you get to see on Medicaid. And once that started, it just exploded. And I was taking these pills, and you're not an addict for taking medication. You're an addict for abusing medication to get high. So I started out just as a painkiller and ended up as a medication just to get high. And that's when you become addicted to something, then you add alcohol and other drugs, and you become really addicted to everything. And it's really a miracle of God. Went into lockdown and withdrew from everything in 3 days, which was very, very dangerous for one reason. You can't instantly get off clonazepam, Klonopin. It's in the same benzodiazepines as Valium and Xanax, the killer drug. And so it's supposed to be really, I heard Stevie Nicks took 6 months in the hospital to do it. And what happened was I was still so freaked out from the withdrawal that I went into this brutally honest stage. And some guys were doing landscaping right outside my door. And one guy said, "I wonder what's up with him." And my wrists, I don't know if you can see them, they still have some marks. And those aren't suicidal marks, those are scarification. But at the time, they were sutured and bloody and messy, scary mess. And so I went up to the guy and I said, "You wonder what's wrong with me?" And then I just showed him the wrist, which was pretty brutal at the time. And everybody got scared. There was about 10 guys on this crew. And they didn't get scared enough to stop working. They got scared enough to call the police. And this particular worker was a total asshole. And police came with an ambulance, with a gurney. And the guy said I went up to him and threatened to kill him. So that doesn't go over, a terrible lie, and he'll have to live that one out. But the police liked that one a lot. They get me in that gurney. And the ambulance drivers liked that one a lot. They charged over $1,000 to take me 1.5 miles to the hospital. And I came back out after I had done this kind of disturbing thing and just sat right on the stairs near where they were doing landscaping and just had a lot of boldness for whatever reason, probably withdrawal from Klonopin. And I just looked at these guys. I looked at all of them. And finally, they couldn't take that. I don't know what was coming out of my eyes. But they couldn't take that. So the whole project quit. And they went back to their truck and didn't do anything at all until finally I walked by them again. And I said, "You guys can start working again." And one guy said, "Thank you, sir." But by then, the ambulance was there, the truck, or the policeman was there, and they were just dying to strap me to the gurney. And the chief asshole of the group made sure the bad arm was strapped to the gurney with a tight. I said, that hurts. That's bleeding. He didn't give a shit. Once he got me, he got me. He'd get paid. The excitement of hurting, the sadistic excitement, they certainly weren't helping in any way. And so I was talking the same shit to these guys that they were physically giving to me. And I talked to all three of these guys. And maybe some of the most authoritative conversations I ever had. And we went off to the hospital, and they sutured it up, and I'm back upstairs again. Wow, that's too fucking long.